Holy fuck, Dynamite was intense.
Oh my god.
I think we're gonna be more of a vlog channel now.
I mean, like, we're gonna do some more, like, Let's Play stuff, but, like, we're still getting into the rhythm of...
Do you want to hold this?
We're still getting into the rhythm of doing stuff here. But we just watched AEW Dynamite.
I feel like we should do, like, a weekly, like, right after reaction to Dynamite, because holy fuck, that was a good show.
So it started off with, oh god, do you remember what it started with?
Brian Cage versus Matt Sydal.
Thank you.
Sydal took the job.
But it was a good match.
It was a good match. Anything with Sydal's a good match.
I always forget how quick Brian Cage is. Because he used to be a high flyer before he got all buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I forgot about, like, I always forget about that. Yeah, so Brian Cage won. And then I believe right after that was...
the bunkhouse match.
No, Cody had his...
Yeah, Cody was talking about stuff. Then that one woman, I forget her name, came out and started talking shit.
All that I know is that she's associated with a giant, which she referred to as Shaq.
Yeah, a certain Shaquille O'Neal.
So Shaq is gonna...
Shaq Fu.
So Shaq is gonna have something to do with Cody in the next coming weeks. Which I believe this is we had talked about this already. I believe this is a replacement for Jericho and
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
You have to say his name.
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. Yeah.
My favorite wrestler is Scorpio Sky.
Oh my gosh.
He's not my favorite wrestler, is Orange Cassidy.
No. So after that was the bunkhouse match.
Yeah, that was the bunkhouse. That was fucking bloody.
Oh my god.
I feel like they did all of that blood because Cody didn't bleed in his TNT match.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it was Natural Nightmares versus Butcher and the Blade with Bunny with them.
Yeah.
Bunny got put through a table, which I didn't see.
Yeah, she got put through a table like head first, and it was kind of intense and kind of funny because I don't like Allie.
Yeah, but you were excited about that table spot. So.
Yeah. Well, like, I was excited because I saw it.
Yeah.
Also, I love table spots.
That's true.
I'm such a fucking mark.
Now that Devon's kids are going to be in AEW, probably going to get more of that.
Oh, yeah.
So it was Bunkhouse match. Natural Nightmares won.
Of course they did.
Yeah. Then after that was Ty Conte versus Red Velvet, I think?
No, it was the people
MJF.
I don't like.
MJF induction into the Inner Circle.
Yeah, I was not paying attention to that. I don't care about any of them.
But I feel like not even Santana or Ortiz.
I like Santana and Ortiz.
Yeah.
Because they're great.
And Ortiz was the one that was calling shit out.
I love Proud and Powerful.
Yeah.
I love them without Jericho. I love Sammy Guevara without Jericho. And I love Wardlow without MJF. So
the whole thing is that MJF is kind of just like talking to the people like, hey, I'm so glad that I'm included in the Inner Circle. I'm gonna do some poetry for you, and literally just steal Drake's lyrics.
He just quoted Drake lyrics.
He quoted Drake's, and Ortiz was like, the fuck, can you not see through this right now? Like, Sammy Guevara wasn't there, which we found out the reason why later. Yeah. But MJF got everyone in Inner Circle tickets to Las Vegas, but I counted the tickets as...
Hager had 2 tickets, by the way.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had one in each hand.
Okay. That might have been for Sammy then.
Yeah.
Point is, there's one missing, and I don't think Wardlow got a ticket. They're doing a slow burn on some face turns, I think, for both Wardlow and Sammy. I love Wardlow so much. You've had such a change to Wardlow. Have you seen his indie matches? No, I have not. Wardlow is fantastic. Yeah? Yeah. Goddamn. Yeah, I love... Okay, so, like, the Wardlow and John Silver, like, fucking little romance thing that went on in the 1BTE episode was hilarious, but, like... Because I love anything homoerotic, but... No, Wardlow's indie matches are so... you have to watch them. Okay. I love Wardlow because of his indie matches. Yeah. And Sammy's like a fucking champ for taking all those bumps. Oh my god. So, what had happened... I guess
just in general for taking like every single fucking bump.
Oh yeah, he just goes.
He's a champ.
But like after, I believe the Scorpio Sky and
Sean Spears
match was after.
It was after that. I didn't pay attention to that honestly because I really don't like Sean Spears.
Yeah.
I don't like his wrestling. I don't like his face. Which is funny because like he probably wouldn't like my face, but whatever.
He had the slug, knocked out Scorpio Sky, and he won the match.
It's kind of gotten old at this point. Like at first it was kind of exciting when it was like, oh, Tully Blanchard slipped in the slug, but now it's like
it's the same thing as the ring that MJF has.
Yeah,
that's kind of like those are the ways that they're gonna win their matches. They're gonna cheat to win.
So. Like, can you find a new way to cheat? Like, can you make this exciting? Because, like, yeah, I don't like Sean Spears' matches because they always end the same. They always end with a slug.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, if at least he had, like, something else going for him, like, maybe he was a high flyer or something, or I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't like his matches.
He's very close to like FTR in the sense that he's like a hard worker, and he has a very, I guess what I call like old school American wrestling style, where it's very much like,
yeah, the style I don't like because I like luchadors and
high flyers.
And I like high flyers and strong style.
Yeah. Essentially, it's a style that Eden does not like, which is probably why you don't like FTR.
I like FTR because they're really good at making whoever they're against look good.
That's true.
Like, whether or not they're taking the job or not. Like, they always make the other team look fantastic.
Yeah.
I feel like it's different with tag team, though.
That's true.
Yeah, with tag team, like, that style kind of, like, draws me in more.
You can do a lot more things in tag team wrestling than you can in singles wrestling, which is I think it's why the tag team scene in AEW is so strong. Despite the fact there was no tag team match. The bunkhouse match was a tag team match.
Yes, it was.
Other than that, there was no other like tag team matches on the show. But after the Scorpio Sky and Sean Spears match, there was the backstage segment with Inner Circle, and that's when Sammy Guevara came in, and he's like, this guy, and he's pointing to MJF, this guy told me to go to the beach. It's like, and then...
He was like, yeah, MJF was like, but I sent you a second email, blah, blah, blah. It was like kind of...
But you can tell that they're building up to a feud between...
They're building up to a feud and...
MJF and Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, and a face turn.
Yeah, for Sammy.
I'm excited to see face Sammy. He was a face on the Indies.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
After that was Ty Conte versus Red Velvet.
Which was great.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
I love Red Velvet.
So, interesting to note is that during that match, Anna Jay tried to slip the chair to Ty Conte, and she kicked it out. She didn't want to win through cheating.
Yeah.
So, I don't think Ty Conte... I think Ty Conte is going to need a bit more convincing before she joins the Dark Order. So, because I think she's like on the way there, but she's still trying to be a babyface.
I love the Dark Order, but I feel like they're gonna dissolve soon.
Yeah,
it's the best way I can put it. Because like everyone's kind of like, okay, so the Dark Order started as a way to like incorporate the Super Smash Bros. And the Beaver Boys.
Yeah,
like that is the reason for the Dark Order. And then they got 5 and 10. And then the Exalted One finally came, blah, blah, blah. But it's like...
Brody hasn't been showing up in a while.
Yeah, remember, Brody is also moving across the country.
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah, so, like, AEW has essentially established that the Beaver Boys, so John Silver and Alex Reynolds, and the Super Smash Bros, Evil Unos, Drew Grayson, they're great. They're great tag teams.
Yeah. John
Silver is great at singles.
He's great at both.
Yeah, he's great at both. I fucking love him. He's definitely going to be the next Daniel Bryan.
He should be, yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, 5 and 10 are, like, kind of established as really good singles wrestlers. And Andrew Jay is also established as a really good singles wrestler. and she has fucking beef with Brandy, and like, yeah, I feel like the Dark Orders like kind of come full circle, and like you can only like have a cult for so long.
I feel like they have to start changing up what they're doing on both the main roster and on BTE for them to start getting fresh again.
Yeah.
There's only so many John Silver improv skits that you can do before he starts running out of material. So.
Yeah.
And now that he doesn't have the BTE belt either, Trent has it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, after Tai Conte and... Actually, I think after that, it was the main event.
Yeah.
Because they got an interview from Kenny.
Yeah, and then it was the main event.
Which,
holy fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Alright, the difference here is that you have Penta El Zero and Rey Fenix, round 2. In the first match, it was just like pound for pound. It was an amazing fucking high-flying luchador match. This match... They stepped it up to a really personal level.
They ripped each other's masks off.
Not fully. If you fully ripped someone's mask off, that's a DQ. In Mexico. That's what we have to remember. In here, they ripped like half of the masks off of each of them.
But you could see all of Penta's face.
You could see his hair. You could see his face poking out. Same with Phoenix too. You can see like how he had shaved his head. Oh my god, that is you would not get away with that shit in AAA.
So like
that's part of their culture.
Yeah, that's literally Mexican culture.
Yeah.
But like so a few months ago at this point, I don't remember. My hands are cold, by the way, so that's why I'm. Because we live in a basement apartment. So, like, a few months ago, there was a match between FTR and the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah.
And I love FTR. I love, like, how they make everyone look good. But I think it was Cash Wheeler ripped off Phoenix's mask.
Yeah.
And...
Like, fully ripped it off and everything.
Yeah, like, fully ripped it off. Luckily, Penta was there and, like, covered his brother while he put the mask back on.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah. No, they did not hold anything back.
Yeah, no, this was intense.
And like the commentators talking about like, what the fuck, you're like, Eddie Kingston was on commentary, and
which was great. I love how fucking sassy he is. I love his attitude.
And Tony Schiavone was like, your family is falling apart right now. What the hell is going on here? And Eddie's just like, oh no, they're fighting. It's okay.
That's what brothers do.
And then it got to a point where Penta does a package pile driver on the apron. And that's when Eddie's like, okay, no, hold on a second. We got to stop this. This is getting... But the whole thing is that throughout the match, Eddie Kingston was strongly favoring Penta over Rey Fenix.
Always my best friend.
Yes. To the point that Penta won. He put Rey Fenix away with a package pile driver. Eddie Kingston got back into the ring to cut another promo.
And he kicked Phoenix out of the ring.
Yes. And then while they were in the middle, and like Kingston was like, you don't need Phoenix. You don't need this guy. He's dead weight. We get music.
We get Pac.
The bastard Pac comes back.
All the refs came out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This guy has been stewing for months. Since like... March. He's been stewing.
He's essentially been trapped in England because the English government is just as bad as the American government.
And for those of you who are unsure about why Pac fits into this, before Eddie Kingston showed up,
essentially last year,
before Eddie Kingston showed up, Pac was in a stable with Penta and Rey Fenix called the Death Triangle. And then once COVID happened, he had to go back to England, and then Eddie Kingston came in and kind of took over. So Pac is pissed that he kind of got sidelined.
I mean, Pac's always pissed.
So I'm foreseeing two things. One is there's obviously going to be a Pac versus Eddie Kingston match.
Kingston's not clear right now, though.
However, I'm also foreseeing the rift between the Lucha Bros. So it could also possibly be either a separate third match between the Lucha Bros, or they could do a tag team match, Pac and Rey Fenix versus Eddie Kingston and Penta. I could see either of those happening.
Those are fun. Also, Kingston is definitely going to be turning face.
Down the line. I feel like after the whole Pac situation.
It's not going to be right away.
Yeah. But I feel like because of his performance at Full Gear, they're going to, like, slowly plant the seeds for Eddie to, like, slowly go into face territory.
There was a lot of build-up for the Full Gear match between Moxley and Kingston.
Especially, like, showing Eddie as being, like, very much of the underdog in this match.
Yeah. And, like, the fact that he didn't win was, like, a huge disappointment, and a lot of people are really upset.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so they got big plans for him in the future. But all in all, what would you rate this out of 10 for this episode?
Oh, I'm absolutely terrible about that. I'd rate that like 3 sour Skittles and a pack of gummies.
Out of 10?
Sure.
I'd rate it probably like... I'd say like an 8. It had some really, really memorable moments. I guess the only kind of like low parts in the show... Scorpio Sky and what's his face?
And Sean
Spears was kind of like a little lull in the show.
I didn't really care for the Inner Circle stuff, but then again, that's also just me. Like, Jericho just needs to retire.
I wasn't really paying that much attention for the Ty Conte and Red Velvet match, to be honest.
I was.
So,
it didn't help that there was like ads in the middle of it, but
they put 2 ads in the middle of that match.
Yeah.
Which is like, ridiculous, but...
Which is like, you're trying to get more people to watch the women's wrestling, and then you just put the ads, 2 ads in the fucking women's wrestling match? Like, this is why people don't watch the women's matches, because you put too many fucking ads in it. God damn it.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems with the women's division.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they mentioned the NWA stuff that happened, though. They mentioned both the NWA and the AEW women's title stuff that happened at Full Gear, which seems to me that they are trying to push both of those titles in a combined division.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm thinking.
I hope this turns into, like, some territories shit.
I hope so too.
Bring back the territories.
Bring back. Well, they've technically already got some territories.
Yeah, I know. But like how it was before, except Ric Flair doesn't win everything.
True. Any final words?
I want sour Skittles. But I think the corner store's closed.
See you guys.
Peace.